Hey, it's Alofa Lava with Dr. John Peterson here, TE2 Edge Sports Cards, coming at you live and direct from Minneapolis, Minnesota at the card table. And I thought I would do a video, a little unboxing slash reveal of a recent Jordan collection I just picked up. Pretty mid-range, low to mid-range stuff. I haven't looked at it yet, though, and I haven't seen photographs, so I've only taken it out of the box. So if you're interested in this sort of thing, check out the video.
TE2 Edge Sports Cards. Get at it.
Hey, okay, so this is what I know about this collection. Picked it up from a person that I bought a collection from before in the past. Actually came from the gentleman who is associated with the Pure South Dakota collection, both the Jordans and the Kobe's, and then also the really big lot that I picked up. This is going on 3 months ago now, 3-4 months ago. And if you haven't had a chance, check out the series, the South Dakota series. I think there's like 6 or 7 episodes. Plus, there's a Jordan and Kobe specific series or video that shows the Jordan and Kobe's that I got out of that lot, out of that collection. So I got a call, and evidently this was the uncle who had unfortunately passed away. Rest in peace. And he had only a box of 300 Jordans. So he had no other cards, no other memorabilia to speak of, at least that we knew of, or at least that my contact knew of. So he reached out to me, my contact did, and said, hey, would you be interested in these? I picked these up for $250, and I paid, I think, about $50 for shipping to have it sent priority. There should be about 300 cards in here, and I have not looked at any of them other than what I can see on the top of the stacks when I took them out of the box. And so let's take a look and see what we find. Most of it, I think, is low to mid-range Jordan stuff, but obviously, as you know well, if there is anything that's in really good condition that gets into that $3 to $4 to $5 range, might be worth sending in to get graded. Could be worth 100, 150, 200 or more in a PSA 10. All right, right off the bat, and there'll be a few cards in here that I'm not familiar with, so you're going to have to maybe help me and leave a comment. Because I'm not entirely familiar with everything that's been printed on Jordan. So, all right, so this first one, this looks like an upper deck card. Basketball Heroes. Not familiar with this at all. First time I've seen it. Looks like it was printed in '94. There's another one from that. I don't know if this is a subset or an insert, probably a subset. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the chat. Here's some raw. Well, it's all raw, but here's some stuff that's not in top loaded. So we've all seen these cards before. These are not terribly valuable. I don't think I've ever gotten any of these graded. Oh, okay. That's a nice card. This comes back in a PSA 10. That's about a $350 to $400 card. This one looks pretty good, actually. So let's set that there. That's an upper deck. Okay, Stadium Club. These look pretty clean. Wonder how much these have been dealt with or handled in the last 30 years. Scouting report. Excuse me. A little ding in the upper right-hand corner. So, yeah, that's not bad. Playoff time. Okay. It's something that I've gotten graded before. This is the Emotion in a 10. Worth a little bit. Got a little thicker card stock there. We'll set that one aside. Probably won't grade that. It's a Topps Gold. I suppose we maybe grade that. That's way off centered. Scoring threats. Probably not. What is this? Never even seen that card before. If I haven't seen it before, I guess I'll set it aside. Yeah, I guess the uncle, I don't know that he was really a collector, but I had this box of Jordans, and they gave it to my contact, and he called me up and said, "Hey, you're interested in my uncle's lot of about 300 Jordans?" So, yeah, I'm not familiar with these cards. I've never seen this before. Looks like it's collector's choice stuff. Not come across these before. These must be from 90. Look like they're from 94. 94 and 95, because he was in the number 45 in a couple of those photographs. And quite a few of these here. Little duplicate action. So you're just looking for a card that's, relatively low pop, good condition, maybe pull a 10. Excuse me. All it takes is just one. Excuse me again. Sorry about that. We've had really, really smoky air here in Minneapolis. Oh my God. It's been terrible, you guys. The air quality is like some of the worst air quality on the planet. My son was telling me that on TikTok. They were saying that the air quality is just awful. So everybody's trying to stay inside. And what's this? Higher power. That looks like a decent little refractor. Okay. I should probably set this aside so it doesn't get scratched. Higher power. Yeah, I wonder what that's worth. Michael Jordan, Air of Greatness. Air of Greatness. So I'm sorry about my throat, having to clear it. Like I said, this is worth a little bit, I think, 10. Yeah, these are all those Athlete of the Century cards. I've got quite a few of these, so, and binders and different collections I've picked up, so I don't really think they're worth grading at this point. So I'm going to set them, and I'll go through these again. But, yeah, I don't think those are really grade worthy, in my opinion. You might get 60, 70, 80 bucks if they come out as a 10, but I think you're better off spending your money elsewhere in terms of grading. Sometimes there'll be like one or two cards in the group that are worth a little more. This card, it's a cool card. I don't think it's playing days, but it's worth a little bit in a PSA 10. Yeah, not too familiar with that one. Yes, I'm familiar with this one. This is the Jams. It's a decent card. It's all right. Put that there. In the 10, that's a pretty decent card. 250, 275, right? This side, got a couple there. Got another one of the Athlete of the Centuries. So he's back. This is a hard card to gem, actually. It's the Fleer, 95 Fleer. He's back. No gold auto. Not familiar with that card. Looks decent. A little off top to bottom and left to right, but still worthy of the 5,000 count box. This, yeah, not familiar with that. This is another Athlete of the Century. This is Total D. Worth a little bit, but it doesn't look like it's in 10 condition or grade worthy condition. Yeah, not familiar with that card. This is the Collector's Choice. Season's Leaders. Oh, this is the Players Club. This might be worth a little bit more. Looks like it's in pretty decent shape and centered pretty well. That one, I've seen that before. I don't think that's worth too much. This one, let's see here. This. Another He's Back. This is the Stackhouse All Fleer. Nice card, but edges. Oh, wow. Okay. Little Bowman's Best action. Oh, it's got dust on it. Okay, well, I guess we can clean that off or wipe that off. See if there's any value there. Not worth a ton, probably, but this card in a 10 is worth a little bit. That's a $300-$400 card in a 10. That's a Fleer. Be a Superstar, Season Leaders. I don't think this is a Playing Days card. This looks like a subset of some sort. That's from 2000. I think we'll set that over here. Greater Heights. That's from the 90s. Seen that card before. Air of Greatness. This is 97 or 98 Upper Deck, I believe, right? 99. My bad. Yeah, I've seen that card many times. I'm sure you have too. Jordan. This looks like it's got some gold foil on it, so I'll set that one over there. A little Fleer action. Okay, I've seen that card before. We're just about done with the stuff that wasn't top loaded. Okay, so nothing really... Oops, I almost knocked the mic over. I want to do that. Nothing really earth-shattering in that first kind of group or stack. I am curious about the higher power card and what that's worth and what kind of condition it's in. So I guess we'll have to wait and see how that one plays out. And then also this one. Yeah, the higher power, it definitely is a refractor. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Not really sure. So, all right, let's go to the top loaded stuff. All right, Slam Dunk, that's Upper Deck. Upper Deck. Looks like Hoops. No, it's Upper Deck, excuse me. More Upper Deck. Beauty Choice. This card's worth a little bit if it comes back as a 10. A couple $100. Seasons Leaders. Little Hoops action. Now the Hoops cards are nice. They're really, some of those Hoops cards from 91 have just such nice photos, but they're just not worth very much in a 10. 60, $70 usually. Yeah, I don't know about that baseball card there, so we'll have to wait and see. This is another NBA Top Stars. A 10, that's a nice card. It's a decent card in a 10. Also decent. Another Total D. Super Feats. This is Hoops. Skybox. Yeah, not too familiar with Super Feats. I've never seen this one before, so have no idea. Yeah, seen that before. Another emotion. Another emotion. Man, some of these holders are just super yellowed. Wow. I don't know if some of these have seen the light of day in a long time. Hoops, Total D. Well, you figure you get enough Total Ds. One will get a 10. What's this? Center Stage. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. I mean, you just really gotta really scrutinize these and see which ones can come back as 10s. Rising for the occasion. These are like totally dusty. Holy smokes. Wow. What's this one? These probably haven't been touched in 30 years. Easily. Or more. Some of them are from the early 90s. Top 10. Yeah, that's a nice card. I think in a 10, that's a decent card. Okay. Upper Deck Choice. Elevation. Be Superstars. I've seen that one already. Oh, here's another higher power. That must be like a subset of some sort. Jordan Air. That's another gold. There's my beautiful wife sneaking by. She doesn't want me to have her on camera, so I respect that. This card, never seen it. Good as gold. Not familiar. Flare. Okay, this is the 90, I think 95, if I'm not mistaken. Super hard to gem those, but I've had one come back as a gem. NBA Hoops. Okay, all right. Well, we got a few in here. There was probably some value in here. Well, this is the one. Now, in a 10, this is worth a little. If this is the gold, which I think it is, in a 10, this is like a $400 card. So, this card, yes, I've seen that game dated. Okay, I think that's 97 or 98. Another game dated. Probably worth a couple $100 in a 10. And I'm just going to put these all. Look at the yellowing. Oh my goodness. A lot of duplicates here too, huh? Major attractions. Those aren't worth a ton. This is the Decade of Dominance stuff. This is an amazing card. I love that card. Yeah, I love that photograph right there. I wish I could get a poster of that again. SP. Another stack here. So again, the $250, 50 for shipping. It's not bad. This is probably worth something. Put the USA symbol on there. I don't know what this is. This is anniversary something. Okay. I mean, I've seen that card before, but I got plenty of these. Yeah, the Ultra. It's a great card. Great photo. Total D again. WorldCom. Above and Beyond the Call. It looks like it's non-licensed, so not likely to get graded. Slam Dunk Champion. Frequent Flyers. Backward. NBA Top Stars. Now, if this were a refractor, we'd be talking. Even the non-refractor is pretty good, though. All right, next stack here. Let's see. This card, UD Extra. Michael Jordan retires. Not familiar with that one. Everybody's seen this one before. It's a classic. Not worth a ton in a 10, but still a classic card. Michael's Viewpoints. Never seen that card. That's a new one to me. Game Faces. Yep, familiar with Game Faces. Basketball Heroes. Okay. It's the World Champions card. And a chrome that's worth quite a bit. Yeah, I don't know that one. Jordan Era. Familiar with these. Another Rare Air. Decade of Dominance. Yeah, so nothing huge here. I mean, two biggest cards so far might be the higher power stuff. There's the die cut. This Memorable Moments. Not sure about that one. Big Finish and a 10 that's about $120. Rare Air. A lot of duplicates here. Jordan Malone. Yeah, you can't go wrong. This comes back as a 10. That's a good card. Yeah, lots of duplicates here. So I don't know. He must have picked these up at a thrift store or thrift sale or something. Doesn't look like there's any really rhyme to reason with this. That looks clean. I mean, it comes back as a 10. We've seen about 3 of these now. It's about a $300-400 card. Here's another one. Yeah, you start stacking up, 3, 4, 5. You increase your odds of getting one that comes back as a 10. So you really got to scrutinize them because a lot of these don't come back in a 9 worth really grading, $20, $30. So you really got to be, careful with how you grade them. Yeah, I still think this is a pretty decent card in a 10. These cards have not been touched. Look at this. There's another Skybox Premium. This is an expensive product. I ripped a few packs of this recently, and it's not cheap. 92, 93 Ultra. The Hoops. Another He's Back. Nice card. I mean, in a PSA 10, $400 or $500 card. SP Award winner. Not familiar with this. Got a few of these in here. Here's the Hardwood Leader. It's supposed to be 96. Other Hoops. Other He's Back. So depending how the grading goes, that's where your value is going to be. You get a bunch of 10s and you're going to be okay. Total Dominance. Yeah, I've heard of that, and seen it, but look at this. More of these all-stars, top stars, I should say. Okay, there's a 90, what is that, 95 flare? Looks like 95 flare. What do we got here? Upside down. These superstars. That's a great photograph right there. Dunking the ball. Okay, got this. More Athlete of the Century. Another one of these guys. I just sold one of these in a 9 for $100. So on a 10, you figure $300-400. And then this is the last stack. So, and what I'll do is I will count exactly how many cards there are, divide it by 250 because the shipping is a separate expendable cost, and figure out what the price is per card. And then I'll start processing the cards and making sure that whatever I send in for grading results in at least a margin that I can work with. 10, 15, $20. You know, I don't know what this card is worth in a 10. I've had one, but I don't remember what it was worth. But I'll bet you if this comes back as a 10, that's a $300 card. So, I mean, all it takes is about 2 10s and you've already made your money back on a $250 lot. Sweet. I think this is worth something if it comes back in a 10. That's probably worth something. That's an encore. Familiar with that one. We've seen that. We've seen that. We've seen that. More rare air. Hardwood leaders. 3 hardwood leaders. MVP hoops. Big finish. And a Fleer 95. I think it's a 95 Fleer if I'm not mistaken. Okay, folks. That's not too bad. I mean, overall, for $250, that's 300 Jordans. You figure you send in 50, right? You send in 50. That's $1,000 to get the 50 graded. And, you know, once you get those 50 graded, you might get 5, 10 PSA 10s. You know, so as long as you're making your money back on your grading, I mean, if I paid $250 and there's 300 cards here, I mean, just guesstimating, it looks like 300. We're looking at, you know, what, 75 cents a card, 80 cents a card. I mean, that's pretty cheap. So you figure the $20 to grade it, less than $1 for the outlay on the card. That's less than $21 per piece, right? And so it doesn't take much to get up to that $1,000 threshold and beyond. And believe you me, even the 8s and the 9s will sell because repackers love those 8s and 9s. And I've been able to sell quite a bit of those in the last couple months to repackers, especially stuff in that, you know, $30 to $100 range, and then $100 to $200, and then $200 to $300, and then usually it's $300 and $500. And most repackers that I've worked with don't really put case hits in their repacks that are more than $500. So, well, thanks for watching. Appreciate you. Hope you have a blessed evening and day. Peace out and one love.